welcome. This is our reading for Tuesday, October 25th, 2016. Remember, it's a general reading. See what feels right for you. See which signs, symbols, bells, whistles, messages, energies resonate for you and bring you clarity to what you're wondering, concerned, confused, inquiring, dreaming, praying about. We're all children of God. We're all psychic. We're not all going through the same thing, so see what feels right for you. It could be one sign that brings you clarity. It could be the whole reading. It could make sense later. In the end, always use your logic and intuition together to make sound decisions based in love for the highest, greatest good of everyone involved. So we're all uplifted in love. See how it feels for you. How you ride these energetic waves that come through is always up to you. Is it your wave? Is it not your wave? Are you waiting for another wave? Preparing for the wave? Crashing into the wave? Riding the wave? Or ignoring the wave? Also, feel free to make this an interactive video with me if you want to pull some cards for yourself. And if you have some time, try to check out the links I provide below. Show your love and support to the artists and musicians and see if there's more signs, clarity for today, Tuesday, for you in those links below. And I have some surprises today. I went to the store and I replaced the Sisoli deck that I had a missing card, and now I have two. So, and I also bought two more decks. So in the reading, I'm going to use the Winged Enchantment Oracle deck by Leslie Morrison and Lisa Hunt. It's an entire oracle deck of birds. I'm pretty excited. And I also got the Barbara Moore and Allie Fell Steampunk Tarot. I really like this. I'm pretty excited about the reading today. So I love you guys. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in a moment. Hi, welcome. This is our reading for Tuesday, October 25th, 2016. Let's begin with the Fairy Tarot. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, our higher self, angels, and energies of love have for the highest, greatest good of all for Tuesday, the 25th of October, 2016. Let's start with one card for the day. Princess of Winter. So it's like the Princess of Swords. So it's the one that speaks. It's the one that speaks their mind. I like that she calls it an indigo child or adult. So it's the one that deciphers the bullshit and digs out the nuggets of truth, and searches for the truth, stands for the truth. Aims for the truth, speaks their truth, speaks your truth, speaking your truth today. Perhaps it could be someone around you, an air sign. It could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius energy, but I feel like when it's a general reading, it's advice and wisdom for us all. So it's someone you're dealing with or giving you advice for dealing with a situation, or asking you to have consciousness over what you're saying so it's possibly understood and received better. You know, sometimes I would say with an indigo, your intent is to help and to get the truth out there, but you're not always worried about how others are going to react. That's usually why change comes. That's usually why the truth is found. That's usually why they get what they want in the end, but it usually causes somewhat of a ruckus, an uproar, you know, the dust unsettling. When people believe one thing and you throw a curveball that it's not that, it makes everything uneasy for a while until the dust settles. And you pick up the pieces and you realize what was missing before, how you had your puzzle all wrong before, whatever it is. But it's the truth usually coming out. Here it's a princess, so it's also allowing truth to come out because it's a feminine energy. So inquisitive, truthful, realistic, and undiplomatic. She's not really worried about the reaction. So possibly if you are in a situation where it's important that your word is understood by others, then take into account what you're saying and how it's going to be possibly received. And if you need to think about a different way to present it, possibly think about that before you rush in. Other than that, sometimes rushing in is the only way to get it done. You know, this could be you, how you feel about something, someone, a situation, or someone else. It's information that can help you, but which may also be difficult to hear. Speaking the truth with kindness, an indigo child or adult. Even when things are harsh, I feel like the indigos still see through this pink filter of love. It's still out of love. It's out of the true desire to make things better. You know, for what they can see it can be. The solutions they have already figured out, that you've already figured out. It's starting to move forward with the things that you know to be true, that work for you, that are right for you. I feel like it's solutions here, but it could be information you need to get out there. Something needs to be heard, you know, something needs to be said. There's something you understand really well that is possibly confusing to others too, and maybe there's a connection there, or a connection between other like-minded individuals. It could be information that comes today and that's hard to hear. You know, it could be a little hard to hear, but I feel like it's always better in the end. It's better to know than to not know this. It's better to know this solution or this, you know, if you were doing something, I feel like if you were just kind of doing something the wrong way for a really long time and somebody comes around, they're like, you know, you're doing that backwards. Or, you know, if you did it like this, that's the way it's supposed to go. And it's so much easier that other way, but you sort of just got used to a different way, or figured the other way was better or right, whatever. It's just a change that comes, but it's usually better after. So if this sort of pulls anything out of the roots today, you know, just know that I feel like you can take that and just plant it somewhere else. Like you can, I guess you see what you're getting. See how deep your roots are? I don't know why I'm seeing roots all of a sudden. So, realistic, just like says it like it is. All right, let's get another card. Clarity on the Princess of Winter. I'm gonna go to my new Sisoli tarot deck. So I now have two, but sometimes it's nice in case you know, need a card and you have it in the other deck, as long as you don't lose the same one twice. All right, let's pull another card for the Princess of Winter. Truthful information coming through. Adapting to hearing something, somebody else adapting to what they heard. And that was the 5. Wow. This is the 5 of Swords, and it's like win or lose. I feel like something's coming at you with the knife, or you're ready to just, I feel like this is clarity. This is news. This could be something kind of harsh. It's a pretty big weapon that little girl has with these big words. So, maybe maybe there's like a child, you know, that says that like nugget of truth that just sort of sinks into something, a situation, but it's real, it's right, it's actually correct, and it's just like, you know, it goes any farther, it could just chop the whole situation apart. So, a 5 is also change. It's something changing. How you're seeing strength, how you're seeing your own strength, your own inner strength about what you know is true. Knowing what's worth fighting for and what's not as well with this. So let's get more clarity with the Five of Swords, or the Five of Blades in that one. This is new as well. This is the Steampunk Tarot, and this is a brand new deck today for us to use. So let's get more clarity on this Five of Swords. Changing the way we see something, changing the way we see a situation, changing what we're fighting for. Maybe now we understand the truth behind something and those words mean more. Maybe you felt like you had to pin someone down to hear you before, and now those words, that clarity, that truth is the weapon. You know, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to hold someone down for them to listen. If they don't want to hear it, they don't want to hear it. So, you know, whether you win or whether you lose the situation, I feel like you found the truth somewhere. So, maybe somebody else is lost and they just don't want to see the truth, and that's the loss, or that's who's losing. If that's you and you're refusing to see the truth on something, maybe you're going to get some clarity when you understand someone else's perspective. When you understand maybe they did something out of love and not what you thought. Maybe you thought they were like misbehaving or something before, and maybe they weren't at all. Maybe it was totally different than what you thought. I feel like there's a loner here. Someone who does their own thing, who stands out and blends in at the same time. Going across snowy, rough terrain. I feel like I think of the lynx and I think of the big, huge paws they have. And how they can handle the north and cold environments. So they can handle, you know, having somebody not like them, not going along with them, and just doing their own thing because they know it's the truth. So who does that sound like? Is that you in a situation where you're going on your own because you know that you're standing up for yourself? And I feel like in this, you don't really need to fight. I feel like you found the truth, and that's enough. Maybe in the past you were fighting. Now things are turning around in that situation. You're leaving it behind. Somebody else is leaving that situation behind. Let's get another card from the Steampunk. Well, that's the Nine of Cups. So maybe you're leaving something that was unclear behind because your wishes are coming true. Because when you go a different direction, when you know the truth and what's good for you and what you're standing up for, and you're following your own heart, you know, when you're doing something from, I want to say loyalty to truth, but loyalty to spirit, loyalty to God, to this earth, to all of us, to our connection that we all have. We're all co-creators. This person wants to help everybody out, even if it hurts a little bit. Somewhere in the process, they had to cut somebody down a little bit. I feel like this maybe is tough love, too, in some circumstances. You know, a little bit of tough love, you know, but it feels better later. And this is definitely better. This is your wishes coming true. The Nine of Cups is abundance. When you're doing things with beautiful, pure intent. When your wishes are wishes that make everybody prosper, make everybody happy, make everybody joyful. It's looking at this at all sides too. So, I mean, when you go here, everything you want is there. It's all there for you, whatever you want. Do you really want to drink it all? Probably not. You're going to stick to what you know, what's good for you, what works for you. You know, for some it's a seltzer, for some it's tea, for some it's a glass of wine, for some it's conversation, for some this is a relationship, for some this is a new job, for some this is inspiration, this is an opportunity, this is exactly what you were waiting for behind the door. You went through the door here and everything you imagined was behind the door, but you have to be careful what you wish for, you might get it, right? So, you know, if you want to find that balance, you want to find that perfect harmony so that everybody has enough. So there's enough for everybody in this situation. And I feel like then it's abundance all around kind of thing. Like energy all around, joy all around, conversation all around. There's different reasons to be here as well. You know, whether you want that glass because you're celebrating something, relaxing, having a conversation, remembering something, you know, sad about something. There's different reasons to have a wish, you know, but when the Nine of Cups comes in, it's completion. It's feeling complete, and it's understanding when you're complete, when you're full, when you've had enough, you know, and where you can give to others so others can join with you. So where is there an abundance in your world that you can share, that you want to share, that you feel inviting with? You want others to come along with you. You know, where is this being offered to you? Look for this opportunity. It's when you think of one thing and you get it, and then something better than that comes. And it's when you thought you wanted something and you forget about it, and something you never even dreamed that's better comes in. This is always a beautiful card, even upside down. You just have to be careful you're aware of your wishes. If you have self-centered ego wishes that are just wishy-washy, not valuable things, then you use it up and it's gone. You know, if you have too much abundance of something and you didn't share with somebody else or stop when you were full, you might not remember those wishes or that experience at all. It fell right through your hands. You woke up the next morning, you don't know what happened. So it's up to you to know when you're full, you know, to desire what you really want, what really makes you feel good. You know, what is that? These are wishes. These are things, these are emotional things that are fulfilling to you. Circumstances, situations, opportunities, something you love, you know? Being in the moment, having it all and then some. Feeling fulfilled. So maybe whatever you learned today that was the truth is more fulfilling to you than what was behind you in all those empty glasses, or the, you know, the stuff on the shelf that you were told is good and it's really just bottom shelf crap that makes you feel bad the next day. I'm using all this as a metaphor from this card. It's pretty expressive. So I feel like the light is shining on something. You know, there's a glorious light here. There's happiness here. What makes you happy? You know, is it finding out the truth in something? Maybe? Is it being heard? You know, something you know the truth about that you just need to be heard, or you just need, you know, to be strong, you know, to know that you know is enough. And perhaps that opportunity comes later. If you're this, you're going to sense that opportunity when it comes, and you're going to have like wit about how to use that situation that you're in when this comes, you know, to maybe get out of this situation, or to recognize when there's a situation like this going on around you in an environment that should be happy, or this is where you are with your energy, and someone else is feeling like this, you know, sitting next to you with their harsh words. Maybe it's their truth, but maybe it's not the right energy for you. So maybe you're just cutting away what doesn't work here and moving away from this situation. Letting that be, you know? Or perhaps this was from the past and you're letting that be. Perhaps this is coming into your world now and that's how you're going to feel for a moment, and then change that around with love somehow. See the other person's point of view. See where they're coming from. Maybe they're hurt. Maybe they're not there celebrating at all. You know? We're not all coming from the same place. So I feel like whatever this is that you discover today is going to bring you towards this, towards what's good for you, what's right for you. So let's get another card. I'm going to use this deck I got today, but I feel like I have to read from the book. So I'm going to do something a little different for the end of the reading here. and go to the Winged Enchantment Oracle deck. This is by Leslie Morrison and Lisa Hunt. And it's a whole Oracle deck of birds. You know, I have a thing for birds. And he's right here, by the way. So let's get one more card. And bring some clarity to the Five of Swords, the Nine of Cups, and the Princess of Winter. Also sometimes a page, so it's news, information, phone call, coming across something, feeling nuggets of truth, cutting away bullshit, recognizing bullshit, you know, recognizing bullshit that's worth, also like standing up for, and what's just not worth it, you know, not worth your time or so much energy. You're changing how you see that situation. Even if you have to do something maybe a little bit alone, it's going to bring you abundance somewhere. So let's get one more card for the day. And that's 20, the Loon. So I think of a 2 times, like a 2 magnified, I guess. When I think of the 2, like with the 0, like a 20, I think of the energy of a 2. So partnership, feminine energy, receiving something, allowing something, and it magnified. Like I almost think of the 0 as like a big magnifying glass going around the 2 and giving it more energy, if that makes sense. Like giving it more focus, more power, more strength. So it's also, I see water and like the forest, like this card. All right, so let's go to the book. I'm gonna read, oh, wrong book. To number 20, the Loon. Let you look at this. I am Loon, the keeper of dreams and the master of wishes. Well, there we go. Those are our wishes. So I am the world. I am the world, the great visionaries transverse. I am the lonely woods that beckon in the mystic. I am where the madman get lost and where the medicine man dream. I enter my waters. Wait, to enter my waters, you have gone, to enter my waters, you have gone searching for new reality. Your dreams have inspired you. Your fantasies have lured you in. Through the flow of wishes and hopes, intoxicate and stimulate. Sometimes they hold you hostage. That way. I will let you envision new worlds, but you cannot linger long. From here, you must recognize your own part in your life story. I am the enticement of shadows. Step into my deep lakes and pull in the endings you dream of. So endings, dreams. It's tapping into dreams. I feel like that's part of what I was speaking about yesterday. You are playing with possibility. You are exploring the land of dreams. You are fantasy. You are Loon. So what is it that you wish for? What is it that you actually desire, that you want? Are you keeping your desires open-ended? Are you aware of your experiences? When you're in them, are you feeling full in your experiences today? This is really tapping deep into yourself, deep into your psyche, deep into those dark places, the shadows. You know, the emotional shadows that come up, sometimes scary things. I'm thinking of like the sound of a loon and how strange it is. If you heard that, like, yeah, mystic. Like, I think of Into the Mystic. So it's things that are under the surface, you know, reflections that don't make sense here. It's coming back with inspiration from spirit. It's also moving with that inspiration that you feel from spirit. I feel like there was something cold here. You know, there's this woods, and makes me think of the moon as well. So something hidden under the surface mystery. And learning to just bring some of that mystery back. Perhaps you're understanding some things that are mysterious, or someone around you understands mysteries and you're connecting to them. You're connecting to the truth that you feel, experiences someone else went through, or your own, you know, like mystical experiences. Dreams coming true, synchronicities, you know, things that you recognize that you were thinking about and comes into this reality from things that you were dreaming or daydreaming or just thinking about, and then seeing it before your eyes. I feel like this, once you recognize what's going on and that there's a connection, it takes you recognizing that connection and I think having gratitude towards that connection, you know, to release the struggle maybe that you felt there was between. I feel like there's a struggle maybe between the two worlds here, between what was seen and what was not seen. And now there's some kind of magic in the merging of these energies. Your desires, your wishes, your hopes, your destinies, everything that you feel inside of you that you know to be true and right and real and can't understand all the time or put your hand on it. And then it starts to pop up in your world around you. Something that's real, a conversation you have, you know, signs and symbols around you. And I feel like the more you recognize, the more of these wishes start to show themselves in abundance in your world. The more truth is revealed, and the more you don't worry about the nuggets of bullshit because they just, you know, steered you in the right direction. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. This was a pretty raw reading today. I feel like if you follow your own truth, you know, question things, and go with what makes you feel right. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.